All right, next one. AV56. Psalms chapter 18 to 26. Psalm 18. I have affection for you, O Jehovah, my strength. Jehovah is my crag and my stronghold, and the one who rescues me. My God is my rock, in whom I take refuge, my king and my horn of salvation, my secure refuge. I call on Jehovah, who is worthy of praise, and I will be saved from my enemies. The ropes of death encircled me. Flash floods of worthless men terrified me. The ropes of the grave surrounded me. The snares of death confronted me. In my distress I called on Jehovah. To my God I kept crying for help. To his temple he heard my voice, and my cry to him for help reached his ears. Then the earth began to shake and rock. The foundations of the mountains trembled and shook back and forth because he had been angered. Smoke ascended from his nostrils, and a consuming fire came from his mouth. Glowing coals blazed from him. He made the heavens bend as he descended, and thick gloom was beneath his feet. He rode on a cherub and came flying. He swooped down on the wings of a spirit. He then covered himself in darkness. All around him, as a shelter, dark waters and thick clouds. From the brightness before him, hail and fiery coals broke through the clouds. Then Jehovah began to thunder in the heavens. The Most High made his voice heard, with hailstones and fiery coals. He shot his arrows and scattered them, and he hurled his lightning and threw them into the confusion. The stream beds became visible. Foundations of the land were exposed by your rebuke, O Jehovah, by the blast of breath from your nostrils. He reached down from on high. He took hold of me and pulled me from deep waters. He rescued me from my strong enemy, from those hating me who were stronger than I was. They confronted me on the day of my disaster, but Jehovah was my support. He brought me out into a place of safety. He rescued me because he was pleased with me. Jehovah rewards me according to my righteousness. He repays me according to the innocence of my hands. For I have kept the ways of Jehovah, and I have not wickedly abandoned my God. All those judgments are before me. I will not disregard his statutes. I will remain blameless before him, and I will keep myself from error. May Jehovah repay me according to my righteousness, according to the innocence of my hands before him. With someone loyal, you act in loyalty. With the blameless man, you deal blamelessly. With the pure, you show yourself pure, but with the crooked, you show yourself shrewd. For you save those who are lowly, but you abase the haughty. For it is you who light up my lamp, O Jehovah, my God, who lightens up my heart or darkness. With your help, I can charge against a marauder band. By God's power, I can scale a wall. The way of the true God is perfect. The saying of Jehovah is refined. He is a shield to all those taking refuge in him. For who is a God beside Jehovah? And who is a rock except our God? The true God is the only one who clothes me, or is the one who clothes me with my strength, and he will make my way perfect. He makes my feet like those of a deer. He makes me stand on high places. He trains my hands for warfare. My arms can bend a bow of copper. You give me your shield of salvation. Your right hand supports me, and your humility makes me great. You widen the path for my footsteps. My feet will not slip. He will pursue my enemies and overtake them. I will not return until they are wiped out. I will crush them so that they cannot rise up. They will fall under my feet. You will equip me with strength for the battle. You will make my foes collapse under me. You will make my enemies retreat from me, and I will put an end to those who hate me. They cry for help, but there is no one to save them. They even cry to Jehovah, but he does not answer them. I will pound them as fine as dust in the wind. I will throw them out like mud in the streets. You will rescue me from the fault-finding of the people. You will appoint me in the head of nations. A people whom I have not known will serve me. At a mere report, they will obey me. Foreigners will come cringing before me. Foreigners will lose courage. They will come trembling from their strongholds. Jehovah is alive. Praise be my rock. Let the God of my salvation be exalted. The true God executes vengeance for me. He subdues the people under me. He rescues me from my angry enemies. You lift me high above those who attacked me. You saved me from the man of violence. That is why I will glorify you among the nations, O Jehovah. In your name I will sing praises. He performs great acts of salvation for his king. He displays loyal love to his anointed one, to David and his offspring forever. Psalms 19. The heavens are declaring the glory of God. The skies above proclaim the work of his hands. Day after day his speech bubbles forth, and, and night after night they reveal knowledge. There is no speech, and there are no words. The voice is not heard. But into all the earth their sound has gone out, and to the ends of the inhabited earth their message. In the heavens he has pitched a tent for the sun. It is like a bridegroom emerging from the bridal chamber. It rejoices like a mighty man running his course. It emerges from one end of the heavens, and it circles to their other ends, and nothing is concealed from its heat. The law of Jehovah is perfect, restoring strength. The reminder of Jehovah is trustworthy, making the inexperienced one wise. The orders from Jehovah are righteous, causing the heart to rejoice. The commandment of Jehovah is clean, making the eyes shine. The fear of Jehovah is pure, lasting forever. The judgments of Jehovah are true, altogether righteous. They are more desirable than gold, and than much fine gold, and sweeter than honey, the honey that drips from the combs. By them your servant has been warned, and keeping them there is a large reward. Who can discern mistakes? Pronounce me innocent from sins I am unaware of. And hold your servant back from presumptuous acts. Do not let them dominate me, then I will be complete, and innocent of blatant sins. May the words of my mouth and the meditation of my heart be pleasing to you, O Jehovah, my rock and my redeemer. May Jehovah answer you in the day of distress. May the name of the God of Jacob protect you. May he send you help from the holy place and sustain you from Zion. May he remember all your gift offerings. May he accept with favor your burnt offering. Salah. May he grant you the desires of your heart and give success to all your plans. We will shout joyfully over your acts of salvation. We will lift our banners in the name of our God. May Jehovah fulfill all your requests. Now I do know that Jehovah saves his anointed one. He answers him from his holy heavens with great salvation by his right hand. Some rely on chariots and others on horses. When we call on the name of Jehovah our God, they have collapsed and fallen, but we have risen up and been restored. O Jehovah, save the king. He will answer us in the day we call for help. Psalm 21. O Jehovah, in your strength, the king rejoices. How greatly he rejoices in your acts of salvation. You have granted him the desire of his heart, and you have not withheld the requests of his lips. Salah. For you meet him with rich blessings. You place a crown of fine gold on his head. He asked for you for life, and you gave it to him, a long life forever and ever. Your acts of salvation bring him great glory. Dignity and splendor you bestow on him. You make him blessed forever. You make him glad with the joy of your presence. For the king trusts in Jehovah because of the loyal love of the Most High. He will never be shaken. Your hand will find all your enemies. Your right hand will find those hating you. You will make them like a fiery furnace at the appointed time when you give them attention. Jehovah will swallow them up in his anger, and fire will consume them. Their descendants you will destroy from the earth, and their offspring from the sons of men. For they intended to do what is bad against you. They have devised schemes that will not succeed, for you will make them retreat. By aiming your bow at them, rise up, O Jehovah. In your strength, we will sing praises to your mightiness. Psalm 22. My God, why have you forsaken me? Why are you far from saving me, far from my cries of anguish? My God, I keep calling by day, and you do not answer, and by night there is no silence on my part. but you are holy, surrounded by the praises of Israel. In you, our fathers put their trust. They trusted, and you kept rescuing them. To you, they cried out, and they were saved. They trusted in you, and they were not disappointed. But I am a worm, and not a man, scorned by men and despised by the people. All those seeing me mock me. They sneer and shake their heads in derision. He entrusted himself to Jehovah. Let him rescue him. Let him save him, for he is so dear to him. You are the one who brought me out of the womb, the one who made me feel secure on my mother's breasts. I have been entrusted to your care from birth. From my mother's womb, you have been my God. Do not stay far off from me, for trouble is near, and I have no other helper. Many young bulls surround me. Powerful bulls of Bashan encircle me. They open their mouth wide against me, like a roaring lion that tears its prey to pieces. I am poured out like water. All my bones are out of joint. My heart has become like wax that melts deep within me. My strength is dried up like a piece of pottery. My tongue sticks to my gums. You are bringing me down to the dust of death, where dogs surround me. They close in on me like a pack of evildoers. Like a lion, they are at my hands and feet. I can count all my bones. They look on and stare at me. They divide my garments among themselves, and they cast lots for my clothing. But you, O Jehovah, do not remain far away. You are my strength. Hurry to help me. Save me from the sword, my precious life from the paws of dogs. Save me from the mouth of the lion and the horns of wild bulls. Answer and save me. I will declare your name to my brothers. In the midst of the congregation, I will praise you. You who fear Jehovah, praise him. All you offspring of Jehovah, glorify him. Stand in awe of him, all you offspring of Israel. For he has not despised nor loathed the suffering of the opposed one. He has not hidden his face from him. When he cried to him for help, he heard. I will praise you in the large congregation. I will pay my vows before those who fear him. The meek will eat and be satisfied. Those seeking Jehovah will praise him. May you enjoy life forever. All the ends of the earth will remember and turn to Jehovah. All the families of the nations will bow down before you. For the kingship belongs to Jehovah. He rules over the nations. All the prosperous ones of the earth will eat and bow down. All those going down to the dust will kneel before him. None of them can preserve their lives. Their descendants will serve him. The generation to come will be told about Jehovah. They will come and tell of his righteousness. They will tell the people yet to be born what he has done. Sorry. Psalm 23. Jehovah is my shepherd, I will lack nothing. In grassy pastures he makes me lie down. He leads me to well-watered resting places. He refreshes me. He leads me in the paths of righteousness for the sake of his name. Though I walk in the valley of deep shadow, I fear no harm, for you are with me. Your rod and your staff reassure me. You prepare a table for me before my enemies. You refresh my head with oil. My cup is well filled. Surely goodness and loyal love will pursue me all the days of my life, and I will dwell in the house of Jehovah for all my days. Psalm 24. To Jehovah belong the earth and everything in it, the productive land and those dwelling on it. For he has solidly fixed it on the seas, and firmly established it on the rivers. Who may ascend to the mountain of Jehovah, and who may stand up in the holy place? Anyone with innocent hands and a pure heart, who has not sworn a false oath by my life, nor taken an oath deceitfully. He will receive blessings from Jehovah and righteousness from his God of salvation. This is the generation of those seeking him. Of those seeking your face, O God of Jacob, Salah. Lift up your heads, you gates. Open up, you ancient doorways, that the glorious King may enter. Who is this glorious King? Strong and mighty, Jehovah mighty in battle. Lift up your heads, you gates. Open up, you ancient doorways, that the glorious King may enter. Who is he, the glorious King? Jehovah of armies. He is the glorious King. Psalm 25 of David. Aleph. To you, O Jehovah, I turn. Beth, my God, I trust in you. Do not let me be put to shame. Do not let my enemies gloat over me. Gimel. Surely none who hope in you will be put to shame, but shame awaits those who are treacherous without cause. Aleph. Make me know your ways, O Jehovah. Teach me your paths. He. Cause me to walk in your truth and teach me, for you are my God of salvation. Wow. In you I hope all day long. Zayin. Remember your mercy, O Jehovah, and your loyal love, which you have always shown. Heth. Do not remember the sons of my youth and my transgressions. Remember me according to your loyal love, for the sake of your goodness, O Jehovah. Teth. Good and upright is Jehovah. That is why he instructs sinners in the way to live. Yod. He will guide the meek in what is right, and he will teach the meek ones his way. Kaf. All the paths of Jehovah are loyal love and faithfulness for those observing his covenant and his reminders. Lamed. For the sake of your name, O Jehovah, forgive my error, though it is great. Mem. Who is the man fearing Jehovah? He will instruct him about the way he should choose. None. He will experience what is good, and his descendants will take possession of the earth. Samech. Close friendship with Jehovah belongs to those who fear him, and he makes his covenant known to them. Ayin. My eyes are always toward Jehovah, for he will free my feet from the net. Heh. Turn your face to me and show me favor, for I am alone and helpless. Sadi. The distresses of my heart have multiplied. Free me from my anguish. Resh. See my affliction and my trouble, and pardon all my sins. See how numerous my enemies are, and how violent their hatred is for me. Shin. Guard my life and save me. Do not let me be put to shame, for I have taken refuge in you. Ta. May integrity and uprightness safeguard me, for my hope is in you. O God, rescue Israel out of all his distresses. Psalm 26. Judge me, O Jehovah, for I have walked in my integrity. In Jehovah I have trusted without wavering. Examine me, O Jehovah, and put me to the test. Refine my inner thoughts and my heart. For your loyal love is always in front of me, and I walk in your truth. I do not associate with deceitful men, and I avoid those who hide what they are. I hate the company of evil men, and I refuse to associate with the wicked. I will wash my hands in innocence, and I will march around your altar, O Jehovah, to cause the sound of thanksgiving to be heard, and to declare all your wonderful works. Jehovah, I love the house where you dwell, the place where your glory resides. Do not sweep me away with sinners, or take my life away with violent men, whose hands engage in shameful conduct, and whose right hand is full of bribes. But as for me, I will walk in my integrity. Rescue me and show me favor. My foot is standing on level ground, and the great congregation I will praise Jehovah. And that's the end of AV56.